Hey, so let's talk about the trend with AI. And I see a few of these agencies kind of have some AI fluff, but it really comes down to the AI business automation. Being able they already have the relationships with the businesses. Why wouldn't they want to encounter? And yes, they've always been able to develop like $20,000 apps, but most of these businesses won't see the value proposition with that. So I went through and googled like Phoenix marketing companies, and you can see these guys have not accounted for this. And I'm going to go back to my site where I have accounted for this, because I consider myself a marketing company. Same thing. Chicago, I just picked three random cities. um, and same thing, they have definitely more. um, they are definitely offering more services, but how can you offer marketing and not account? And in the web sphere, I mean, I think if it's an advertising agency only, you could start making the argument that they wouldn't. But how do you offer web, an already development, and not, let me show you back here, and not account for this right here? So a lot of the marketing companies stop right here and don't account for that. And let me show you how let's go here. So my model is a paid audit that really allows you to dive deep and figure out what these guys are doing. Who the players are within the organization or company, what systems are being used, having a roadmap out um, to what's being done. And the byproduct of the audit is design, a roadmap of what systems are being automated, the quote itself. So basically, it's a paid quote, but you can take that quote down the road into um, into the actual implementation, which is right here. So that's how I'm doing it. I think any marketing agency that's not strictly a public relations agency that's not doing this, I believe many of these guys are going away, because I think some of these services, AI is going to be able to put the hands of the service completely in the consumer, so you don't need the agency. Some of the automation setup, and most of the automation setup, you really need some proactive. It needs some proactive thought. And what I'm kind of my sales pitch has been, a lot of times the automation of any of the business automation processes really can recoup your initial expense in 6 to 9 months. So you basically have a 9 month ROI on this thing. So yeah, let me know how, if you have any thoughts. But that is my thought, as I'm been really researching the AI, is do the audit, really investigate and do a deep dive what these businesses need. What's the cost on that? It could be as low as 400, 600. Like a really good audit could be $1,000. But that, like, should have a little arrow here. The audit goes into the actual implementation, or the AI business automation service. Okay, thanks.